Gensler has lost. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here. And in today's video, the Ethereum ETFs are coming soon. Bitcoin has attempted but so far failed a recovery in light of the news, but Ethereum has very much been enjoying the limelight. Today, we're going to be talking about whether the news that the Ethereum spot ETF may be coming online as soon as a week from today will lead to a major rally on Ethereum and Bitcoin now, or if it will actually cause a major crash. Today, I'm going to detail what the next steps are for the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market, as well as covering everything that happened in the last 24 hours in crypto. So without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. US spot Ethereum ETFs could launch on the 4th of July. That will be next Thursday. A lawyer from one of the prospective issuers said that the approval process for a spot Ethereum ETF was, quote, down to the finishing touches. Further quote, two executives from the firms that are offering these ETFs said that only, quote, minor, unquote, issues in the filings were still being ironed out. And people with knowledge of the matter, aka unknown sources, told Reuters that they expect a spot Ethereum ETF to be launched as early as the 4th of July. Here's the good news, though. Reuters is pretty reputable. Normally, if somebody comes to them and says, hey, this is going to happen and it's not a political thing, Reuters normally is going to be taken pretty seriously on that. So if Reuters is reporting this, if somebody just came to Reuters and said this is about to launch, Reuters doesn't really have a political motive to skew that data. That probably is what was said, and that probably is actually what's going to happen. So unless something comes up, we are likely to see the Ethereum spot ETF coming online in the next week or maybe two at the latest. So what does that mean for Bitcoin and Ethereum? Well, on this news that came out from Reuters itself about 17 hours ago, after the market realized it about 2 a.m. this morning, the Bitcoin market began a major rally. Bitcoin would rally $1,800 in 8 hours, about 3%. However, over the last few hours, Bitcoin has started to stall because it's hit local resistance at $62,500. This is significant because that resistance is the level that Bitcoin needs to break to set a higher high, which would be the first step in reversing the downtrend that we've been in, where Bitcoin has dropped 13.5 grand. You see, we have a saying here on the channel, and that is the trend is your friend until it ends. And this trend has not ended because we have not started setting higher highs, meaning that this current sideways action on Bitcoin looks a lot more like a bear flag that could point all the way down towards price targets we discussed yesterday at $52,800 than an actual major reversal. On the other hand, Ethereum has actually gone through a rally as a result of this and has set a new higher high. Ethereum right now has two higher highs and higher lows. We had a high set here on the 25th of June, this Tuesday, at $3,425. We have now set a high as of about 11 a.m. this morning at $3,472. And that puts Ethereum in distance to try and break this downtrending level of resistance that was established over the last month. If Ethereum can lead the charge here and break that downtrending level of resistance, it could kick Ethereum into a major uptrend. And if Ethereum goes into a major uptrend, it could drag Bitcoin right alongside it. Here's the problem, though. You might think the Ethereum ETFs are about to launch. That's bullish. We're going to see tens of billions of dollars of inflows over the first 90 days. That's awesome. Market's going to rally. However, on the day that the Bitcoin ETF launched back here in January, we saw a 12-day, 21% drop. One of the fastest, sharpest, steepest drops that Bitcoin had seen in the entire bull market immediately following the launch of the ETF. That bearishness on Bitcoin leads us to the conclusion that when the Ethereum ETF does go online, it actually could lead to a very short 7 to 14-day crash. That's what we saw with Bitcoin, and it very well may happen. We even saw something similar with gold when the GLD ETF launched back in the early 2000s. When GLD, the original gold ETF, launched, we rallied for a couple of days, about 18 days, but gold actually ended up dropping 7% over the course of 90. Gold moves a lot slower than Bitcoin, so that is very much akin to Bitcoin's 12-day drop. So it is possible, historically speaking, that we're going to see a drop out the gate on Ethereum, and that could lead the entire market to drop even farther. That could even lead Bitcoin down to its price target around $52,800 and breaking us below 60. However, looking at the broader context here, over the next several years, gold would quadruple in price as a result of the GLD ETF going online. We would rally by over 300% in the next 7 years. After Bitcoin bottomed from the launch of the Bitcoin ETF, Bitcoin would rally by nearly double in less than 2 months. So my prediction for Ethereum is this. And I even have it written out here all fancy like. My ETF Ethereum prediction is this. We're going to launch by July the 10th. That gives us a little bit of time in case things go wrong for a few more kinks to get ironed out. But I think we're going to have it launched by July the 10th, a July launch. There will be a 4 to 14-day corrective movement following the launch at some point. It might start 2 days after launch. It might not start the day of the launch. But at some point, you're going to see a 4 to 14-day correction. That will probably begin within a week of the actual launch. Following that correction, you're going to see roughly 90 days of massive bullish price action that will likely send Ethereum back to all-time high at $5K. Following that return to $5,000 all-time high on Ethereum, you're probably at the same time going to see a major rally on Bitcoin and on alts. And in the medium term, not the short term, but the medium term, the launch of the Ethereum ETF will be the gateway to all-time high on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many of your favorite altcoins. I think this will actually be one of the initiating events that will send Bitcoin on towards $100,000 to fulfill the bullish price targets that we have because of the Bitcoin halving and because of the Bitcoin ETF. A side note, also make sure you stay tuned tonight because the United States presidential debate will be going on, and we'll have two old guys yelling at each other like it's bingo night, and they are competing for a new set of dentures, so make sure to tune in at 9 p.m. and watch that because it's going to be one of the most consequential presidential debates in the history of the world. The impacts that it will have on markets are untold, but if there are any, we will discuss them in tomorrow's episode of your daily dose of cryptocurrency. The way I look at it is if I make fun of both of them, then nobody can get on to me for picking a side. But there is a side that you should pick when you're doing your trading, and that is Blowfin. You see, Blowfin is truly where whales are made because everything that you need to succeed with trading is right here on Blowfin. Blowfin is a market, obviously, so you can do your trading, but they've also got futures here and trading bots that you can experiment with. They've also got copy trading here where you can get in on the trading gains while also not losing your butt because you don't know what you're doing. Some of these traders here are making huge ROI, so if you put just a little bit in there and copy them and follow them, you can actually end up making gains with them in the markets. You can also come on over to the Earn program, and there's a ton of different ways that you can generate APR on your different cryptocurrency holdings. Something that I'm very excited about is that pretty soon Blowfin is going to be launching a new trading pair, and I cannot wait for you to see what it is. I can't tell you what it is yet, but it's coming, and you're going to want it, so make sure you sign up for Blowfin so that when it comes, you're going to be able to get access to it. Use the link in the description box down below, and you'll be greatly helping to support our channel, and whenever we do different giveaways on Blowfin, you will already have an account to be part of that. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. But before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video.